So our new assignment is to review the Harvard and Radcliffe class of 1993's 20th anniversary report? That is kind of random, don't you think?
All I know is that it's a nice departure from reviewing Philadelphia theater productions. I don't think we'll be doing too much more of that type of assignment in the future anyhow.
So in this case, whom do we consider our target audience? There are a number of possibilities, I suppose. Certainly not the usual subscribers of the Taxin channel on YouTube. Note, I had to mention that disclaimer so that regular subscribers don't have a WTF reaction.
Let's go, target audience-wise, with that plentiful but mysterious, maybe even notorious, majority populace of people who didn't submit reports about themselves. That works for you?
That floats my boat just fine. I would like to start off first by discussing the top highlights and best writing of the book. Then we can move on to the rather impossible task of making sweeping generalizations about the entire class. Then we can get to the intriguing buzz about why a supposedly record low number of people submitted reports. When all that is out of the way, we can get to that character, Adam Taxin.
Let's focus on the really excellent writing first. Plenty of classmates now have children that are old enough to be in middle school, even high school English classes. They can use role models for examples of outstanding writing.
Anna DePalo's is a perfect example. Concise but extraordinarily well written.
Well, that is predictable enough. She, after all, has a history as the author of best-selling romance novels. As for people who do not actually write for a living, Dave Aronberg's appealed to me. Even though Dave can talk and talk and talk and talk as well as anyone can, his was crisp. It was also clever, while conveying exactly what is going on in his life.
Agreed. But Mr. Palm Beach County State Attorney might want to take note that the word Republican should be capitalized. And especially relevant in his case, the word Democrat should also be capitalized.
LOL. As for people whose tremendous post-graduation achievements and happy personal lives speak for themselves but yet who conduct themselves with humility, basically the kind of people parents dream their kids will be like, I like what Steve Kalkanis and Harry Wilson wrote.
Agreed, but let us move things along. Now this is of course a soundbite era. And there were some particularly memorable soundbites in the book. Not exactly cheerful in this case, but Alexandra Shear's phrasing that widowhood is appalling, that really stuck with me. As for the most hilarious understatement of the whole book, I'm not clear whether it was on purpose or unintentional. That would be Kate Gellert just casually mentioning that she climbed the highest peak on Antarctica.
ROTFLMAO with that one. I loved the no big deal tone she used, as if it was someone's kid's lacrosse team reaching the 10 and under league semifinals. But back to Alexandra, I think she went by Shear in the way those brilliant Harvard grads creatively bring up how they've dealt with the challenges life has thrown their way. I was impressed reading Jamie Harmon's entry and the way he sort of subtly suggested at the end that his daughter is hearing impaired.
Yes, that writing style there is something worth emulating for parents going through tests. However, there is a reason Jamie was so, as you put it, subtle. His daughter hears just fine, and baby sign language is just a current trendy parenting thing. What I liked about Jamie's entry is that it didn't exactly leave me wondering, do you think he is enjoying being a dad?
And then there is Billy Hulkower. That one is simply a must-read, although there is absolutely nothing I can say that would enhance it.
I certainly hope he actually is somehow earning his loot in comedy or entertainment. Billy definitely did not miss a beat from where he left off 5 years ago. Although I must say, in regard to laughter I've come to expect, I was disappointed to see Steve Lookner did not write anything this time around.
Oh, those shots of Jack from before finally are having some effect. So I'm going to get ever so slightly looser here. This is random, but you know those mashups that you find on YouTube? Like Thunderstruck by AC/DC with Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.?
The best in that genre is the mashup of Stray Cat Strut with Here We Go Steelers. At least once Adam Taxin gets off his ass, learns how to use the appropriate software and actually makes it.
Hey, do not get us into trouble. You know the rules by now. We are not supposed to mention Adam Taxin until near the end of this. And we have quite a lot of ground left to cover. And you know what? I definitely need those drinks we just ordered. But back to that mashup. I was thinking it would be cool if you could do some version of a mashup with 2 entries from the book. The 2 I think would be perfect, read one after the other, and I have no idea whether these 2 people have ever crossed paths. So you'd start that by reading a by reading
Yes. Our Scorpion Bowl is ready. Hold that thought. Let's drink that down and then get back to that would-be mashup and so many other topics in a bit.